everybody, I'm Tobie, standing in a thoroughfare here at Param Market. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret, and that's that you can buy fish mince here at Param Market. Not everywhere has this, but it's a beautiful product. They fillet so much fish here, tuna and salmon, that they end up with all these amazing offcuts. And I saw this beautiful mince one day and thought, I should be making fish cakes with this stuff. The mince is already done. Now, this is actually a recipe for kale, quinoa and salmon fish cakes. To make it, it's really, really simple, and I'm going to talk a little bit about cooking quinoa. That is that you follow the manufacturer's instructions. So once you've got cooked quinoa, it's really an assembly job. Start by popping the salmon mince into a big mixing bowl. Add in the quinoa, some roughly chopped kale, some finely minced garlic, tear in some freshly picked dill, add a good pinch of salt, and add a good amount of freshly cracked pepper. You can use a mixing spoon for this, but I think the best way to do it is to really use your hands. That way you can really squeeze everything together. This is quite interesting because traditionally when you're making burger mixes or fish cake mixes, you put egg and flour in there to bind this together. But the salmon, or if you're using tuna, it's got so much protein in there that when it's minced, it actually does the job for you. That protein binds everything together. So to shape these, just make a ball in your hands, and you can make any shape you want of this. You can make little fish cakes like I make for my daughter. I freeze them down and then microwave them when I need them. Or you can make them larger. So once you've got a ball like that, just give it a little bit of a push. One of the most important things when you're shaping these is really compress the mixture together. Once you've got your shape there, take a nice pan, heat that up over a medium heat, line it with baking paper. That allows you to use a little bit less oil, and then pop them straight in. Don't overcrowd the pan. I'm going to cook these over a low to medium heat so they really become nice and crispy. That'll take about 4 to 8 minutes on each side, depending on the size of your fish cakes. This is an interesting little recipe because traditionally they'll put potato in this, and I wanted to stay away from those heavy carbs a little bit. So I decided to use quinoa. Essentially, this is a recipe using leftovers from my fridge, and it's really, really delicious. I've cooked these for about 6 minutes on each side. As you can see, they're beautiful, golden and crispy. It's quite important to cook them on that low to medium heat because there's no flour and no egg in there. And that has negatives and positives. The positive is that they're not going to bloat in your stomach because there's no flour in there. They're going to be super light. The negative is that you need to cook them really gently, and that's why I cook them on that low to medium heat so they can get a really strong, crusty seal on there, which makes it lovely and crunchy, but also gives structure to the fish cake. This is a really great recipe. I normally cook about 40 of these in one hit. I freeze them, and that stops us from ever having to eat crappy pizza. We can have some of these popped in the microwave or oven with a beautiful bit of avocado and a cost lettuce salad. And I hope you enjoy the recipe.